The first day of the Detroit Regional Chamber Conference on Mackinac Island has wrapped up. It is one of the biggest weeks of politics in the state each year, and our political reporter Rick Albin is on the island where one of the big buzzwords out of today was mobility, from infrastructure to renewable energy.
Day one on Mackinac Island has been talking about Michigan's economy and the future and how those two things move forward together. The governor said he wants to keep the progress he sees now going into the future, but of course there'll be somebody else at the helm. There was a lot of talk about how to keep Michigan on top, including mobility. Think self-driving and autonomous cars.
So I think it'll happen a lot quicker than people realize. It may take a while to have a critical mass out there. That's going to take a few years, but they will become a fairly common sight, particularly in our major cities, probably within the next year or two.
Another forward-looking initiative is energy. We talked to the head of Consumers Energy about becoming completely renewable.
We've made a commitment that we're going to eliminate coal as a fuel source by 2040. We've already reduced and retired more coal plants than any other investor-owned utility in the nation. We are leaders in this arena, and we've shown that you don't have to have a trade-off. It used to be that if you were going to convert from traditional fossil fuels to cleaner and more modular renewable sources, it might cost more, but that's not true anymore.
Tomorrow, look for the conversation to turn to talent. After all, that's one of the biggest conversations here on the island, how to attract talent, how to train talent, and how to get more jobs here into the state. I'll be hosting a panel talk just about that. We'll have coverage of that and tomorrow night's big debate, all coming up right here on 24-Hour News 8. Mackinac Island, I'm Rick Albin.
Also happening on Mackinac Island today, Michigan leaders pledging $50 million to fund the construction of a second large lock at Sault Ste. Marie. It's a bid to persuade the federal government to pay for most of the proposed $1 billion project. Governor Snyder says he'll ask other Great Lakes states to contribute as well. The Homeland Security report issued a couple of years ago shows that if the Poe lock, the large one, closed for 6 months, it would trigger a recession and millions would be out of work across the country.